Adam's with us, as you know. Let's start with hair, because there may be some people who, for some reason, don't realise why you have a Union Jack shaved into your head.
Well, I was asked to give a speech to the Paralympics GB team before they went out to Rio to fire them up, and I thought, what fires up British people more than knowing that if they do well, they'll humiliate an Australian?
It's very true.
And I figured, you know, you've got an Australian rugby coach and you've beaten us. You've got an Australian Ashes coach and you've beaten us. Yeah. So clearly, British people do really well when Australians tell them what to do. So I said, right, if you beat Australia in the medal table, in the golds, I'll have every gold medalist's name painted on my prosthetic leg, which will be revealed on the last leg tomorrow night.
Right.
It's been sent off. It was sent off in Brazil, but there was a translation issue. I'm not sure what was painted, but it certainly wasn't the names.
They got some names wrong.
I don't know what they... Anyway.
Okay.
And then I said, and I would have the Union Jack painted on my head. And the weird thing is, people afterwards said, so when are you going to wash it out? And I kind of went, oh, there was a washout option? I didn't realise. So this is permanent.
You haven't got the washout option.
That's the blowout option.
This is going to stay. And the worst thing is, in about 4 weeks' time, I'm on tour doing my stand-up show in Belfast. So I think this might have to come out.
Yes.
Yeah. Or something else is going to be dyed green. I'm not sure.
How did your wife react? Because there is, you know, there's the bigger picture here. You have a wife and children.
My wife knows I'm an idiot, so she's absolutely ready for it. My kids, my 6-year-old's a little bit... She's enjoying it.
Right.
But the 2-year-old... She'll see a Union Jack on the street or, you know, waving, and she'll go, oh, Daddy, it's your hair.
Oh,
there's all these tributes to your hair everywhere, and rightly so.
The Paralympics is over, but you're paying tribute to the Paralympics and the amazing legacy. Have you got special programmes coming up?
We have the last leg tomorrow night. We've got Ellie Simmonds, Johnny Peacock. We've got about 20 gold medalists in the audience.
Whoa.
Is Johnny coming in the tutu?
I think he's going to be in the tutu.
Will Josh be able to leave him alone? I mean, watching that bromance unveil, although I'm not sure Johnny had sort of much choice in the matter, did he?
That was my favourite moment of the Paralympics, was after, you know, winning a gold medal in front of a full stadium. Johnny Peacock, after, you know, came on the show as a guest, and then after I said, you know, what are you doing for the rest of the Paralympics? And he said, not much, really. Can I come and sit backstage? And I said, well, why don't you be my assistant? And then he texted me later saying, yeah, I'll do it, but only if I can wear a tutu.
So it was him?
Yeah, it was his suggestion. And then he came 2 nights in a row just to hang out and be on set with us. So, yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Stephen Mangan became a kind of honorary member of the team as well, didn't he?
Stephen Mangan, Johnny Vegas
was there.
Johnny ended up on the front pages because he was going to... Firstly, he went to the wheelchair tennis, went in the wrong entrance and ended up sitting in a linesman's chair.
He actually...
But then he got so into the sport, and I think that's what happens with the Paralympics. You turn up, you don't really know what to expect. It's sport with a story. Every single person there has a story, and when you know that story and then you see their achievements, it creates this amazing feeling.
I've been lucky enough to sit in the audience for the last leg, and the atmosphere is brilliant. And that's just not when you're doing a Paralympic show, but when you're doing your normal show, and it's back, and you're doing some tribute shows. I imagine for you, Adam, it's been an extraordinary experience to be in that sort of environment and sort of be embraced by the British public as well, but in such an incredibly important way.
It's remarkable, especially because we're live on a Friday night. We always have this thing where we think we've got a good show by Wednesday, and then Thursday, especially over this summer, when we had Brexit going on, we had the Chilcot report. You'd prepare a show and think, great, this is what the show's going to be. And then you'd come in Friday morning and go, no, it's not. We're throwing the entire show out the window. We're going to have to report on something else. And it's remarkable. I don't know why people even listen to me on British television.
Oh, because you're just a sheer genius. And the whole show is absolutely brilliant. And I bet you're relieved it wasn't Piers on the sofa this morning, because he's been a guest on your show, even though you tried to disinvite him repeatedly, didn't you?
I never tried to
Because he was so unpopular on social media, you thought, should we be having him on?
OK, yeah, there was a moment where we announced Piers was coming on the show, and our social media went berserk. And then I thought, no, let's embrace it. Let's just read out the mean tweets we've got about him to him. And to his credit, he took them on the chin.
And enjoyed them.
Although he did blink. He did blink
once or twice.
Yeah.
Best of luck with the new series.
Oh, thank you very much.
And the tour as well.
The tour is called Clown Heart. I'm on tour for the rest of the year.
Fantastic. And good luck with the hair growth.
Yeah.
I was on before Kevin Bridges, so everyone was just sat there waiting for Kevin Bridges. And there was people in the first row literally facing away from me, which is the harshest heckle you can have as a stand-up. So they're a little more disengaged, but it's a lovely festival. It's very middle class. You'd fit in like a glove.
I would be. You people look at me